What's going on, guys? And welcome back to episode 43 of the Offshore Gamescast. Dave here.
Dylan here. Rapid fire. Jump into it. Video games.
All right. So, update. Well, this is going to be a quick one. I played a little bit more Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I was doing some side quests. I have completely finished the first area with all of its challenges and little collectibles. I've played through a good amount of the game, so I'm starting to go back and like work my way through the other areas and try to collect all the other stuff. And
when you say first area, is there like other different boards that you're playing through essentially, or
no? It's just similar to like the other Borderlands games where it's like you have the segmented maps with like not gates, but like to go to like the next area.
Okay, so you're still like moving along the board. It's just kind of like the next area.
Yeah, because you have like the overboard or the overworld, and then you're walking around to like the little specific places that you can just then, in like first person, run around in and like do stuff.
Okay. Oh,
the normal segmented like Borderlands gameplay.
Oh, so there's like big areas within.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I saw they were like mostly like smaller kind of like levels, if you will.
I mean, some of them are big. Oh yeah.
I didn't know.
Like the second area, Mount Craw, is huge, and there's so much to run around. There's so many collectibles and challenges and stuff to do in that area, and that's where I'm at right now.
Will you find NPCs within an area like that give you quests, or you get that all from like the overworld thing or the overboard, if you will?
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely just side quests throughout. You just got to find the exclamation points, run up and talk to them.
Like when you're in first person, I mean, like
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm doing that. I'm in the second area. Getting some of that done, and in the process trying to get me some levels. I think I'm level 18 now, so almost halfway.
Yeah.
But the way the game scales, it'll just be like, all right, everything's, by the time I get through most of the side quests and stuff, I'm like, all right, the end of the game is just going to be all high level shit. And I got my first actual legendary drop.
Woo!
In like, I've been playing for what, 7-8 hours now, and I finally got my first drop.
That feels like a long time.
It is in a good way, because it reminds me more of like Borderlands 2's way, because every time you got a legendary in that game, there was a good chance you could get one, but mainly they were so dedicated drops. It's like you knew where you had to go, and there wasn't many world drops. Mm-hmm. But like when you got one, it felt worth it. Like it felt deserved. In Borderlands 3, it was just like, do you have enough? How about now?
More.
That's what it was.
So I haven't played the game, so this is just from watching it be played. Would you, so like, I know that there's specific builds in this. Mm. I know they all have specific builds, but maybe more so with this one.
There's more like,
I know that like,
experimentation, so like, I guess.
In Borderlands 2, let's say, will you get a legendary drop and you're just like, this is not for my character whatsoever. I can't use this.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, you can get like Borderlands 2 was the first one that had the like the locker that you could put stuff in and transfer between characters.
Oh, okay. So even if you get like something not for your character, you can use it for another character.
It only had 4 slots, which was a pain in the ass. So you're like, all right, I'm going to put this in there and then probably load up my other character quick, take it out, and then be done for the night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Usually stuff like that.
Does this have that?
Oh yeah, you have like the bank and whatnot that you could do,
okay.
But there's like in your personal quarters in Borderlands 3, you had like a huge safe that was like, had like 300-400 spaces in it that you could just
That's a lot of
around.
spaces.
Oh yeah. But I got my first drop, and it was, I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was one of the spells. It was a wand, and when I casted it, it sends down bolts of lightning that shoots down, and all the basic enemies are basically one shot. And so I am loving that thing so far.
You're loving the
I'm
lightning?
loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-bop.
I mean, you have been eating a lot of McDonald's.
I have.
You're been eating McDonald's kick.
I have been. I don't know. It's like I feel super savory in the morning. I'm feeling savory.
I don't know about that.
Well, you're not me.
What does it mean to feel savory?
I don't know. You wake up and you just feel kind of juicy, and you're feeling a little feeling a little good. Feeling a little.
Well, I felt good.
You're feeling a little warm.
I'm sure. I've woken up
feeling
warm.
You're feeling a little tasty.
No, you see, now you lost me.
Oh yeah, you don't wake up and you're just like, I'm kind of tasty today.
Nope. Do you wake up and like immediately taste yourself?
Hey. It doesn't have to be like actual taste. You just, I don't know, you wake up, it's like, oh, I look kind of tasty.
Well,
it's not literal. Well, I don't wake up and go,
look? Well, you said...
I'm going to take a big old bite.
Well, you said you feel tasty. Do you feel or do you look tasty?
Exactly. See, now you're getting it.
No.
Oh, shit.
They're different words.
You just gotta understand, man. You gotta get on the internet more.
I am. We've been over this. I'm in my bubble of the internet, and I don't go outside that bubble.
Nope. That's why you don't know what it's like to wake up feeling tasty.
Is this all like a big internet thing that I just?
No. I'm just saying words right now.
Okay. I mean, that is the internet.
Oh yeah.
It's just people saying words.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
And we're on the internet.
We are.
If someone's listening to... Well, I guess it doesn't technically have to be through the internet. You could download the episode onto your device.
Using the internet.
LTE.
Internet.
Data.
Internet.
How does that work?
Satellites.
Okay.
Towers.
So no... But, like... Is there internet involved at all when you're using, like, data?
Well, yeah.
But from where? If you're not connected to the internet, where's the internet? Where is it?
It is the internet.
But you're not connected to it.
Then what are you talking about data? I mean, the data doesn't work without the internet.
Like
the data is the internet.
No.
Yeah.
When you're not connected to the internet on your phone, and you download something using data. What does that mean?
It's internet.
But it's not. Your device isn't connected.
Backup internet. Back pocket internet.
The back pocket. When we're at work, the back pocket internet is way better than the normal internet. Then
Sometimes, yeah.
all the time.
Sometimes.
All the time.
Maybe times.
All the time. Anyway, what was that? It? Was there more?
No, that was it.
Oh, that was it.
No, I was just taking a breath.
It seems like you were building for like the big Tiny Tina reveal.
Why? She's already in the game. What's there to know?
Weird West. I got a lot to talk about with Weird West. A whole lot. So first off, I didn't realize that this was a
video game.
I didn't realize it was a video game. It was really weird.
This is the weirdest book I've ever seen.
I started to read the book, but then I realized I had a controller in my hand and I was looking at a screen.
Yeah,
it was very strange.
All the words were just A, B, X, and Y.
I didn't realize this was Wolfeye Studios, which I think this is their first game, but they were founded by former Arcane leaders that worked on Dishonored and Prey.
This is the game that I've been always interpreting as like one of 4 different games, because once this game was shown off, there were so many other games that were coming out that looked very similar, had like a similar thing going on, almost like either like a vampire or like some hunter or whatever, just like something like that in the same gameplay. And I'm just like, which one is the one that I'm excited for? They all sound the fucking same too.
It should be this one, as far as I'm concerned,
because it's the Arcane guy. That's the one.
Yeah.
What is it? Ralph.
It was 2 guys. I didn't put their names
Raphael?
down, but it was 2 of them, and they were like had like head rolls at Arcane, not foot rolls. Yeah. Every time I walked into the office, their heads were rolling. It was crazy.
Welcome to Mo's. Whoa.
So yeah, this is an ARPG. It's very Western. Now I'm gonna preface this. You know this. I don't know if the people know this.
It's a video game.
I didn't know it. I have a very weird thing with Westerns, where for what I couldn't tell you what it is, but when I see like that classic like cowboy Western yeehaw, I'm immediately turned off.
I like Westerns to an extent.
I would say that I know I'm like weirdly wrong with that, but I couldn't tell you why I feel that way.
Are you weirdly West about it?
Maybe I need the West to be a little weird, because this is not just typical. It's like that dressing, if you will. Like the towns look like the town. You look like a cowboy.
Little blue cowboy.
This world is weird in the West because it's very dark and supernatural, as in like zombies, sirens, pigmen, which are people that get turned into
pigs,
pretty much, but they're still like they're humanoid but with pig heads. There's like dark witches, like weird cults, that type of shit. It's not like it's not. It's weird. It's the Weird West.
Oh yeah.
So it's an ARPG, very Diablo, in that way, if you will. There's a lot of loot, but we'll get to that. So you start as Jane Bell. That's the character you start as. We'll also get to that later. You start in this circular room, kind of surrounded by these people that are clearly part of some sort of fucked up cult, with like 5 paintings with silhouettes in them. They brand you. And then you wake up in your home. And right outside your home, your husband gets kidnapped. Your kid gets murdered. Your dog gets murdered. So not a good way to wake up after some sort of weird occult dream thing, or not a dream.
Jane Wick.
Well, kind of, except she's not really she's kind of out for revenge, but she's also out to try and save her husband. They were the darkness. It was from the Stillwaters, this fucked up family, if you will.
That sounds like a Western name.
Yeah, they're doing like human trafficking shit, and they eat people. They're cannibals, but not all of them are human, so not all of them are cannibals technically, but some of them are cannibals. They just eat humans.
Okay.
And this kind of leads you to the loop, the general gameplay loop, which is, so you go to the main town, you're being helped by this deputy. She's like, small town, you lived on a farm right outside of it, so everyone knows you. Deputy wants to help you find your husband and take down the Stillwaters because they've been a problem for a long time. So you kind of get some leads, and it then brings you to it's a very cool presentation because, all right, imagine someone laid out like some sort of cloth map for you, like on a table, and then put like 3D models of buildings and people everywhere, but it was like they didn't look like models, it looked more realistic, but you still had the like cloth map floor. That's kind of how this game works. So you're in that town, and like you can see when you go towards the edge of the town, like the dotted lines and the compass on the ground for like that would be on a map. And that's when you exit that area, and it brings you to just like a flat map with icons for you to travel back and forth between different points of interest that you either get from a side quest, or if you go out and explore, as you like, it does the thing where it's all black, but then as you travel, like fills in. And if you go by an area that you fill in, it will like pop up with that area on your map, and you can go to it then. So the loop will generally be go to an area, combat, lots of combat. It is kind of, I guess you would call it a twin stick shooter, but it feels so. We both played some of the Ascent. It feels a lot better than that to me. To be fair, I am playing on PC with a controller. It would definitely be better to use a mouse. I don't have the setup for that really, to comfortably sit down and use a mouse and keyboard to play. So with Jane Bell, at least, the first weapon she has is like her pistol with her initials on it, because she used to be like this hunter. Like she used to be a very famous bounty hunter before she settled down on the farm.
Okay.
So I went all in on pistols with her. So the loop was go in and you kill everyone essentially if you want, or you can stealth. I'm gonna get to combat. There's a lot to cover here. I'm gonna get to the specifics of combat. But the loop is you go to an area, you go through it, you loot so much shit, so many weapons, a lot of junk, but you sell it. Then you go back to town, you sell it, you organize it in your bank, you organize your inventory, and then you go out again. You do it, you fight everyone, you loot, you go back to town when your inventory is full, you organize, you sell, you upgrade. It is that type of loop in a way that when I'm doing it, it's one of those where I go back to town. I'm like, all right, I'll go to one more area. And then I go there. It's like, oh, my inventory's not full yet. I'll go to another area.
Okay.
And it's very hard to put down in that sense. I do think it is carried by, well, not carried. A lot of it is driven by the role-playing aspect for me. So it does role-playing in a very neat way. So there's a reputation system. Basically, if you get caught doing something bad, your reputation will go down. Okay. If you do good things, your reputation goes up. So, for example, if you get caught digging up someone's grave to loot their body or to loot their casket, if someone sees you doing that, if you're just doing that in the town's graveyard and someone's looking at you, you're going to lose reputation. If you're murdering random people, which you can murder anyone. It's one of those games. You can just kill people. If you get caught doing that, reputation goes down. Shit like that. Now, there's the flip side where you help people, reputation goes up. If you, let's say you come across a random event happens, which does happen. So you're traveling on the map from one place to another, a thing will pop up and a random event happens. Let's say you come across the still waters and they have someone captive there. You kill all the still waters, you get the key, you let them out. Now you have a friend for life. And what that means is that prisoner that you just saved will remember you, and if you find yourself in a sticky situation, there's a chance that they will appear with your party and help you fight off the enemies. But just like everyone else, if they get killed in combat or if they just die, then that character is dead forever. So I am very deep in okay, so at the original farm, you know how I said kid, dog, murdered? Mm-hmm. I went back to the farm and I buried my dog. I buried my kid. It's like that type of thing where if you go get a shovel, you can bury them. So anytime there's innocence or someone in my party dies, I do that in a way that's it is completely unnecessary, but I get I'm so caught up in playing the character that
you full on role playing.
Okay. Combat is very deep. You can play in a lot of different ways. I'm total guns a-blazing. So I just run into combat and is not the not the best way to do it, I'd say, but it's just the simplest for my head of just, I'm going to run into here, I'm going to kill all these enemies. So there's a party system where you can recruit either people that have been helping you along the way, or you can pay kind of mercenaries at local saloons to join your party. Mm-hmm. They die, they're permanently dead. So I always have a full party. You can have up to 2 party members with you, and that helps a lot in combat. Not only because they're dealing damage, which they do, but they aggro a decent amount of enemies. Because if you're by yourself and there's a group of enemies you're in the middle of a fight, depending on if it's zombies, they will just straight up all chase you, and it gives you very little time to actually do anything. You can go full stealth.
Ooh.
So sneaking up behind someone, hitting the trigger, and you knock them out, but they're not gonna there's no chance of them waking back up and starting another fight or something. So you can go full on stealth. Probably not throughout the whole game because I think some are required fights, but throughout a vast majority of the game. Or you can treat combat like puzzles, as in it does a lot of, oh, here's this lantern over here. You can shoot this lantern, which will then cause the fire to spread, especially if it's in a grassy area, and then it could spread onto enemies. Or you can find a higher up area, which they do a lot, and they'll put oil barrels up there. And if you can find some sort of fire source with that oil, you can kick the barrel down, light enemies on fire. A lot of that type of shit. There's a lot of chemical barrels too. But you could straight up you could kick them down off places. You could pick them up and throw them. But the moment you're seen is all right, it's combat time now. So I went through as Jane Bell. I finished her story.
Oh.
Yeah. Those 5 silhouette paintings are the 5 characters you play as.
Oh.
I am on the second character.
I felt like you were about to say 6. I was gonna be like,
Nope,
no.
I'm on the second one. I'm a pig man now. And he plays very differently. So you're a different character, but the same character. It seems like whatever this cult is doing with the branding is transferring some sort of conscience from one body to another, but that original person also stays within the body. Does that make sense?
I guess.
So Pigman has Jane Bell's memories of what she did, but Jane Bell also remembers what she did, and she's still Jane Bell. You can actually go recruit Jane Bell as a party member after you're done with her story. So I have Jane Bell with me, and it's like very important for me to keep her alive.
Interesting.
Just in my head of like,
yeah,
I have this connection with Jane Bell. I played through her story.
I am Jane Bell.
But Pigmen play very differently. First off, the first weapon they give you is a shotgun, so he's very shotgun focused for me. Wow. So I'm going up close and dangerous with him. One thing you can do
the saying.
to get health back.
Asked nicely.
No, as a pigman, you can eat bodies.
Cannibal.
No, because you're a pig. On the menu, it comes up. So let's say I kill some still waters. They're dead. I eat their bodies as a pigman. The option comes up as pigman or werewolf. So a future character is going to be a werewolf. I know that.
All right. That's weird.
Another thing the game does, which is interesting, is it's very much so like save scum. This game, like, we want you to experiment, hit start, do a quick save before you do anything risky, and load your save back up. They tell you like multiple times in the beginning, like, hey, don't be afraid to save scum, which works. It's very nice because when you start the pigman, you're basically going through, if you want to do it properly, like some of these quests, pretty much his whole first mission is stealth throughout this big building with a lot of people in it. So I had to save scum the crap out of that whole area. You find these gold cards everywhere, which you can use for perks. So, for example, you can get more health, or your companions do more damage, or you move quicker in stealth, shit like that. Mm-hmm. Your perks carry from character to character. So all the perks I got for Jane Bell are with Pigman Guy. Then there's Nymph Relics, which you can use for abilities. That is a per character thing.
Okay.
So for Jane Bell, each character will have 4 like abilities exclusive to them. So Jane Bell, like human focused ones, whereas Pigman has Pigman focused ones. So like a hog charge thing, or a big stomp he does, shit like that. Whereas Jane Bell would have stuff like, human-y. And then there's the basic choices of like, so for Jane Bell, I got all the pistol abilities. Mm-hmm. For Pigman, I'm getting all the shotgun abilities, which are usually like, pull the trigger once and you'll fire all 5 bullets in your clip with a shotgun, which that is a nice one when you're fighting someone with a lot of health. Reputation. That's what I want to talk about. Your reputation carries over from each character. So I have Jane Bell in my party now, right? Stillwaters don't like her. She killed a lot of Stillwaters. She kind of fucked up the whole Stillwater crew. If you have Jane Bell in your party, Stillwaters are way more likely to ambush you than if you don't, because they remember that type of stuff. Another thing is, so let's say, I'm just going to go with the Stillwaters because they're an early example without like going into different groups. You're in a big fight with Stillwaters. You kill the leader. When you kill the leader of a fight, if there is one, sometimes there's not, but if there is one, the other enemies can flee. Okay. Sometimes it will cause a vendetta against you. So you kill Stillwater leader guy, and other guy was like, "Yo, that was my best friend. You just killed him. I'm gonna run away." That dude was most likely gonna show up later in the game with a party of people to try and kill you. which has happened to me a couple of times. It's very like, it's very role play-y in that way, and I love that. It very much so feels like everything I'm doing matters.
Okay.
When I kill people, it matters because it pisses other people off. When I save people, it matters. They come back to help me. One thing that's very important is to get a horse early on. They're expensive, but it gives you like another 30-something inventory spots because you can put everything, all your loot with the horse. I had a very, very annoying bug with my horse. So there's a few technical issues. This was the big one where, so that inventory space is extremely important if you want to like be able to actually go out and loot a bunch of shit. Mm-hmm. So first it started with, I would go up to my horse, like put stuff in on the bag on them or in the bag on them. And the horse would do this thing where it would just start walking around. So that means the inventory screen is moving along with the horse because it's the horse's inventory.
Right.
And I'm trying to keep my cursor. I'm trying to keep my cursor in the right spots to move things, but I can't because everything is moving. On top of that, I'm trying to keep my character moving along with the horse so I can actually get, keep track. But so that became impossible. And then my horse disappeared. Like from area to area, no horse. And so it acted like I still had a horse. So when you're on the overworld map, if you don't have a horse, it will show like your little character walking. It's much slower. When you have a horse, it's much quicker. The game still recognized me as having a horse. But no matter what area I went to, the horse wasn't actually there. No matter how many times I quit out of the game and reloaded it, the horse wasn't there. I tried reloading multiple saves, the horse wasn't there. Now, I could
Where the fuck is this horse?
I could just go buy another horse, which would be fine. But it's like $230-something. In this game, that's a lot of money.
Uh-oh.
And I could have, but I didn't want to. So I said, I'm going to stop playing this for a couple days.
Uh-huh.
And then they updated it.
And?
My horse is back.
There it is.
And it never went anywhere since then. Another issue I've had is companions not following. As in, you load into an area, there's you with your two companions. I'll run around an area, start killing some enemies, and one of my companions will just be like chilling with my horse. Just won't follow me. They're just stuck. Another annoying thing, I don't know if this is because I'm using a controller on PC, I will be in the inventory screen, and the cursor will just move on its own, and it'll just be scrolling by itself unless I pause and unpause. And then it like fixes itself.
Interesting.
So again, I don't know if that's using a controller on PC issue, if that's a general game issue. Mm-hmm. And sometimes random NPCs take damage for no reason.
Just for fun?
So like I'm in town and there's the blacksmith right there, and you can hear like and then someone walks out of there and they just have less health, and in my head I am worried that the game is going to think that like the code will register as, oh, this NPC is getting hurt near you, you attacked them, you're bad. That hasn't happened, luckily. Mm-hmm. One thing I do really like, also being a pig man, is that some towns will welcome you and some won't. So you can talk as a pig man. You're like one of two pig men that can talk.
Ooh.
Most of them are just like kind of not there mentally, and they're just, they kill. Mm-hmm. So you're looked at as like a monster. So some towns you go to, they're like, I go to one town, the deputy comes and is just like, all right, I'm going to go get I don't care that you can talk. I'm going to go get my other deputies, and if you're not gone by the time we get back, we're going to kill you.
Hey, calm down.
So I would have to kind of stealth through that whole area then, so I complete the quest that I was doing there. So I had to kind of immediately like, okay, I'm going to run to the back of this building here and hide, and then stealth my way to wherever I need to go. But other towns will just be like, well, I've never seen a talking pig before. And that's that.
That's it?
And they just accept you.
Okay.
The loop is extremely addicting. It can be repetitive, as in like, I think I've seen most of what this game has to offer at this point outside of the story beats. But like, I know the loop of this game now. I know what to expect. I don't think there's going to be many more surprises.
Okay.
But that loop has me like into it. Along with the story. I think the story is interesting of like each character kind of has their own story, but you're also kind of the same person or entity going through person to person, and I want to know what the deal is with that. But I think each, like, when I was done with Jane Bell and then I recruited Jane Bell to my party, it like, I keep probably a closer eye on her health than my health. Because if I die, whatever, I reload. It whatever.
Yeah.
If she dies, she's permanently dead. And I could, but for that type of thing, I don't want to save scum.
Yeah.
I like to save scum where it's like, if I don't stealth through here, if I get caught, I fail the quest. Then I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to fail the quest.
Yeah.
But if it's like character dead roleplay things, I'm like, well, I'm going to treat that like, I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to save scum that. So it's very important to me keep Jane Bell alive after playing through her story. So I'm wondering if I get to the third character, if I can get Jane Bell and Pigman. And then, at the fourth character, I would have to make a decision. Maybe then I leave Jane Bell alone.
And just let her live.
Let her live her life.
Let her live and just have a true life.
But, well, you go to Jane Bell and you're like, hey, I'm a pig. I got this brand. You got this brand. I know your memories of what you just did. What? And she's like, I want answers.
That's weird.
I'm coming with you. So, Weird West. It's weird. It's good.
I mean, it's out of all the ones that keep popping up, this is the one that I've wanted to play the most.
I wasn't expecting such a big roleplay aspect to it. And I feel like I covered the technical, like, yeah, there's a reputation system. You can bury people. You can do, like, this or that. You can kind of play however you want. But I don't know if I did a good enough job actually covering, like, the feeling of, no, this is my character. I'm going to play it this way. Or, oh, someone in my party just died. They were just a mercenary, but I'm not just going to leave their body here. I'm going to bury it and make it a grave. As opposed to all the other enemies, I'm just like, well, fuck you. You're an enemy. You're Cannibal Stillwater. You're going to be dead. Yeah. I'm not going to bury your body. You can choose to dig up graves and be an asshole. I could go... Oh, another thing, which is maybe more interesting than anything else. There's towns, right? So when I play on a Pigman, I go into my second character. All the same locations are still there. It's the same map. And like the ones I unlocked. The ones I know about, I know about. Mm-hmm. But over time, some towns may be attacked more frequently by enemies than others. So towns might get wiped out. And when they get wiped out, they can either be abandoned, so there's just nothing there, or monsters slowly start to take over. Mm-hmm. So, like, one town, for example, can just be a normal old town. And then I play for a few hours, and then that town can now be zombies with, like, poison bombs everywhere.
Okay.
It very interesting, I could go into a town. I haven't actually done this. I've seen prompts being like, yeah, everyone can die. But, like, I haven't actually tried going into a town and killing people. Yeah. Because that's not the type of character I like to play as.
Can you save first?
I could. I could do that. But it still feels dirty.
You just go on like I'm so mad right now. Save. Die!
So I could. I probably could. But I don't want to. But I wonder, like, if I go into one of the towns and kill everyone and then leave, is it then going to... It would be abandoned, I'd imagine. But then there's a chance it could be taken over by monsters. Can I do that with every town? Can every town be monster and then I have nowhere to sell my items or buy horses?
No quests, no nothing.
Kinda, yeah. You will
full role play.
If you really want to grind for money, you can. There's like bounty boards that will just like, all right, go to this area, kill the enemy, bring back money, get paid.
Get paid.
Another knock against it is that some of the generic... So, like, Abandoned Town A will have the same exact layout as Abandoned Town B. So, like, I go into it, I'm like, oh, I know this map.
Deathloop.
No! Not Deathloop. But, or, like, the outside of a mine will be like, okay, I know the outside of this mine. I go in, oh, I know this mine. I know the layout.
Mine?
No, there's no seagulls. No seagulls. There's birds flying around. There's hawks. They eat corpses when you kill them.
Yours?
Well, that okay.
Hours.
Sure. If I'm a pig man, I'll eat it.
Hours?
Yeah.
Just eat the hours away.
Yep. That's what happens. You eat the hours away. I must be over 15 hours into this game at this point.
Ooh.
That being said, kind of like what I was saying before, I feel like I've explored maybe 2/3 of the map by now. And unless I'm taken to a new map with some of these other characters, it's literally just going to be like whatever side quests come with that character and then the main quest, bang through it. So I feel like even though I'm on my second character, I feel like I put most of the hours that I'm going to into this game already.
Oh, okay.
Just because, like, by the time I get to the third character, it's like, all right, maybe I have to go into the other area I haven't explored. And now it's like, all right, I know the map. I've been everywhere. Because I am, like, going to all the random locations that pop up.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, there's no more new locations, you know? And I ignore a lot of the side quests at this point.
It stops being weird.
Because so many of the side quests are just a random, like, hey, deliver this medicine to this location, and I'll give you this amount of money. And then you come back, and then another person's like, hey, go to this location to deliver these goods for this amount of money. And it's like, you know, it's that. Mm-hmm. They're the never-ending random ones that don't have any substance to them.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's some knocks against it, but it's not breaking any immersion for me. It's not hindering my role-playing. That's the thing that surprised me about this game, is how much of a role-playing game it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know it's an RPG, but
yeah, but it's like
everything's a quote-unquote RPG now.
Well, yeah. It's the only way to make games anymore.
There's dialogue choices. Oh. You know I like that.
Oh, of course.
It's not in a wheel.
Is it daytime?
It can be. You can loiter somewhere to make it daytime, nighttime, because
when
it's nighttime, people in towns are sleeping. They're not running their shops. You wait till day, and then everyone's awake, and they're running their shops. Exactly.
Oh, it makes so much sense.
I could break into places and steal. If I get caught, reputation.
I got a reputation, and it ain't that okay.
Another thing, just a little hint. There's randomly throughout these areas, there'll just be like a big clock, like as part of like, just kind of like a junk pile from like an abandoned town or something. And I can check the time and it tells me what time of day it is. And I don't see any point in that. But then I thought, maybe werewolf. Maybe it has something to do with the werewolf. Maybe like certain times, you know?
Or just only twice a month.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Weird West.
Weird.
Yeah. It's really good.
I'm excited to try to play it at some point.
Too many well, it's on Game Pass. That's good.
That is the best.
Too many games coming out.
Always.
I'm in the middle of at least 10. And there are at least 5 that are out right now that I haven't touched yet.
Yeah.
And when I say at least 10, I mean from 2022.
Yeah. I got a few still going.
It's bad.
It's hard to find the time.
It sucks.
Life.
Yeah, and so many of the games are big.
Yeah. Let's just release 19 RPGs all in the same month.
Yeah, pretty much. And
then I get my ADHD is just like, oh, but new thing.
Yeah. That's why like I try to always have at least one new game for the podcast. Mm-hmm. And granted, it hasn't been much of an issue because there's a lot of new games coming out, but it's been an issue.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have too many games to play.
I've been slowing down and focusing on just smaller stuff and just doing what I can.
I'm probably going to do that this week. We'll get to there's a smaller game coming out this week I want to play. Yeah. Tune in later. I'll mention it.
Stupid work. Stupid.
Yeah, imagine if we didn't have to work.
Yeah, I did, 50-something hours this week?
I did 39.25.
Just wait till tomorrow. More work.
Not me. I'm off. Sleep.
I'm a big boy tomorrow.
I'm a baby boy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be at home with
your little crib.
I'm gonna be in my crib with my will controller.
Fucking sucking on it.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's why your babies put things in their mouth.
Yeah, I still don't like it.
Don't suck on your controller. It's probably dirty.
It's definitely dirty.
Oh yeah.
The amount of times I'm just like snacking or I eat dinner,
spitting on it,
or I piss on it.
The amount of times I get so mad at Elden Ring, I start pissing all over my controller. I can't help myself. I'm pissed off.
I don't think Elden Ring has made me rage.
Against?
No, I don't think it has.
The machine.
Oh. I thought I said it has made me rage.
No,
and you were asking, like, what boss?
Yeah, no. I haven't, like, rage, but it's just like, I'm not happy. I'm not doing good enough.
I've gotten a little frustrated because sometimes you reach a point with the boss, you're like, I know what to do. I just got to do it now. But I haven't, like,
done it.
No, I've done it.
Oh, okay.
There's only one boss I haven't killed that I have encountered, and it's what I'm currently doing. And it's Deathbird Volume 2.
Oh, no.
It's another Deathbird. I don't like Deathbird.
You should do what I do in Monster Hunter.
Cry?
Sit back. Relax.
And what, let other people do it?
Yep.
I could summon other people.
That's what I had happen.
I was going to go somewhere with that, but then I realized you were segueing into your next game.
I mean, I was kind of doing a bit of both.
I'm just going to let you segue.
All right. Well, I did get a chance to play more Monster Hunter. Hopped in with Emily. And Connor, her best friend, came along. And so remember how I said...
He's a cat person.
What?
In Monster Hunter, can you be a cat person?
Well, you have like a little cat with you.
You can't be a cat?
No.
I thought you could be a cat.
Where the fuck are you getting these like left field ass fucking...
I thought you could be like as one of your characters. You could be a cat.
No, you have your fucking little meowster dude little cat with you. You're just a human.
Can you not be other races or anything?
No.
You're just
a
human?
Yeah.
Oh.
And why would you think Connor specifically?
I don't know. I was just throwing a dart in the dark.
Fucking left field out of over here.
That one was
the ball was in right field.
And I threw it to left field.
You are in the left field.
I am the left field.
Oh my God. Any fucking way. So remember how I said that Emily has like 180 some odd hours? That's up to over 190 now. I'm cruising at like 26, 27.
You're almost there.
Almost. Connor over here, between everything, has roughly 700.
Wow.
He
might be a cat person.
He's got a dog.
It's a cover.
No, it's Apollo, and he's great.
It's a cover up because in reality he's one of the cat dudes that like does the crazy chef shit for you, and he loves it, which is why he plays so much Monster Hunter, because he's a cat person and there's cat people. See, it all made sense. It wasn't out of left field. It was pretty center field.
Here's the thing.
Yep.
He's going to be listening to this.
Good.
And you're just going to be fucking lava lamping all over the place.
No, this was not a lava lamp situation. I think he's going to listen to this.
You're a cat person?
Yeah.
Didn't you play the game?
No, I've never played the game.
Well, you should fucking know you're not cat people.
I thought you could choose.
No, you can't choose.
That's not a lava lamp. That's a misunderstanding.
It's a fucking idiot over here.
No, he's going to listen to this and be like, I like cats. I'm a cat person. I have a dog. I'm a cat person. He'll agree.
You know what? No, he won't. So, anyway.
So
he's got a whole bunch of hours. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I got finished with my expeditions, which I hate the expeditions because all you're really doing is just running around a map in search of footprints or something. And that's just all you do.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you have to do that, and then you finally
do those at least end in like a fight? Like,
I mean,
you found the footprints and now here's the monster?
Yes and no. Like, depending on, like, you can just track certain monster tracks and then like find out where they're walking, because there's always a few different type of monsters in the area. But like for certain expeditions, for quests, you have to go and like search, because like the most recent is like, oh, we're searching for Nergigante, and now I'm searching for the Elder Dragons. So I'm going around searching for specific tracks and like what they've done, and then going back and reporting what I found. So what you have to do is literally just run around the map in hopes that your little flies will fly over and then point out a little thing for you to pick up, and then you just gotta just keep looking.
That sounds tedious.
It is. And it's like, that's the one thing that is like the most frustrating. It's like, all right, let's all play. I'm gonna run around for a bit, and when I get a post, I'll post it.
Can you at least have them running around with you and helping you find the tracks?
Not necessarily in an expedition, and also they can't do anything when I'm doing cutscenes.
Okay, so it's not like one of those games where you're partied up and like, oh, you got the quest, so we all got the quest, or you're seeing the cutscene, we're all seeing the cutscene.
Yes and no. Like during certain actual like posting a quest, yeah, we're all together. But like during certain expeditions and single player stuff, because I haven't completed the main story, then no, it's got to be like just me.
Interesting.
And it might be the same if you're just doing like solo stuff like that too, since I'm still doing the main story. But that's happening. But we tracked down Nergigante and we started tracking him. We got up to him, and I was literally waiting for them to load in, and I'm just running in circles. Because I'm like, I can't. There's no way I can do this. I'm not nearly strong enough. And I was doing decent in the beginning. I was getting some hits, and I was doing some good dodges. And then somehow, I positioned myself in just the wrong areas, and I got taken out my entire health, basically, twice. He just somehow charged at me, got me, killed me.
Like one hit?
Just about.
Damn.
He's a meanie. And what happens
you
when
weren't using enough grindstones?
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not doing.
You use the grindstones to make your weapon sharp.
It was sharp. I'm just weak.
And
I'm
you use the
skilled.
grindstone to sharpen your muscles.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Oh.
But we fucking and also in these quests, it's a time limit. You have like 50 minutes or whatever.
Okay.
Which is more than enough time. But it also, if you die 3 times, then
you're out.
And everyone's out.
Oh.
So if like 3 deaths, you're gone. So I got taken out twice.
Did you just like run off and hide somewhere?
Well, that's the thing. I got taken out twice, and she's like, "Sweetie," and I said, "I'm gonna hang back. You guys got this. I'm just gonna be a little cheerleader."
You're just hiding in the bushes.
Literally, and I'm just like, all right, I'll just kind of walk around and collect some herbs. I'll like start making my way closer, and then I like right towards the end, they finally took him out, and I'm just walking up, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna collect my rewards.
I did it.
But I mean, I couldn't do it without him. I could not.
You should role play as the person that like they do everything, and then you swoop in. You're like, I'm the hero.
No,
I took him out.
No, there's no way I could feel. I'd feel way too guilty.
It would be a little joke.
No.
Serious. No. Serious. It's just role playing.
Yeah, but I don't. No, my role playing. No. No. My role play is I'm the cheerleader. That's what I do.
Like, do you have pom poms?
Grindstone
pom poms?
I can emote.
Like you're holding pom poms?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But we took him out. They took him out.
No, you see, yeah, we're getting closer. We're getting closer.
Because I did do some damage I was doing pretty good in the beginning.
Yeah, I like the transfers of they to we, and now you're starting to say I a little bit more.
Hey!
Yeah, no.
No, I'm being honest. I am being honest.
You did.
I did some little damage, and I did some good rolls, and then I died twice, and then I had to wait in the back.
And who reaped all the rewards?
All of us.
But who really?
All of us.
But they've probably already gotten those rewards.
Oh, yeah, but it's a grinding game. That's what you do. You go collect more resources.
There's grindstones.
Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's all I know about Monster Hunter is grindstones.
Apparently.
And cat people.
Yeah, sure. So, oh my God. So that happened, and here I am on my current expeditions where I have to go out and I have to search the 3 different areas for each of the Elder Dragons. I've completed 1 expedition so far, and I should be able to do the next quest to take out the first Elder Dragon.
Do you know how many there are?
3.
Okay, so a third of the way then.
Well, sort of, because it's still going to be taken out, and I still have to do the 2 other expeditions to even find the tracks to even.
Okay,
so I still have to do those.
Almost a third.
Yeah, and
that's a pretty long game. Like, I know you could sink hours into this, but
oh yeah, no.
So that's like near 100 hours just to beat it. No?
I don't know.
You said you're like, what, 28 hours in?
Well, yeah, but I've also done like grinding and farming in the past.
Okay. All right. Maybe 75 then.
Maybe I don't fucking know.
That's my guess.
I have my senseis come in and they just fucking beat the shit out of them. And then I'm just like, thank you.
This sounds like it could be like an anime.
It's kind of what it is. I can't do shit. I'm that little nerdy kid who just doesn't know what to do. But I'm like, I need to power up. I need to. And then like the two jocks come up and they're like, don't worry, we'll take you under our wing.
And then by the end of the game, you'll be like, you're gonna do the last powerful move to take down the final boss. It'll be like your full, your character arc.
No, it's gonna be like the fucking Pokemon series where I just keep losing up until like the 8th time I've tried.
And then you win.
Yeah, and it's not even that worth it.
The best that there ever was.
Yeah, no. So thank you guys.
You're
I
welcome.
need the help. Not you. You don't only know grindstones.
And cats. And monsters. I do know about the fireflies.
Okay. That's something.
I know about that. I've seen some gameplay. But that's my extent. And I played a Monster Hunter game on Wii. And then that's really the extent of it. You ready for news, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about E3?
Yeah. Fucking dead. Fucking finally.
Yeah.
Fucking killed it.
No physical or digital event in 2022. They say, according to the PSA, they're looking to bring back a reinvigorated showcase in 2023.
Stop.
This one was
stop.
already weird because we're only about 2 months away from the time frame that E3 would be happening, and it was just kind of like apparently radio silence for months. Like even if people like reaching out like, "Hey, what's going on?" It's kind of like radio silence.
Well, yeah,
which is weird because this is usually like months and months in the planning every year.
Yeah, but E3 should have been fucking dead years ago. Jeff Keighley is all that we need now.
Yeah, it's so I posed the question to the people about like, do they want E3 to be like, should it become PAX essentially? Should it become another PAX where it's like that kind of convention? Or is there any way for it to get back to what it was? We got a response from our friends over at the Online Warriors podcast.
Hello.
At Online Warriors 1 on Twitter. They said they keep saying they'll bring it back in the future, but we're very skeptical we'll see anything that resembles what it once was.
Bro, we've been in the future this whole time, and it's just still this E3 is the thorn in the lion's fucking paw, and it needs to be burned.
We were fortunate enough to grow up in a time of E3 when it was like special.
Thriving.
Yes. And like I'd be fucking at home with my little brother and we'd watch E3. I'd have like a fucking notepad out because I'm writing down everything I'm enjoying. And it's on Spike TV. Or maybe it was G4. It's probably G4. One of them. And it was just awesome. Crazy announcements. Now Jeff Keighley's like, me.
Yeah.
I'm the announcement.
Jeff is gaming.
Give me 2 times a year. Everything will be there.
No matter what, he's there. Any little thing, it's just like, hey guys, it's Jeff.
Pretty much. And that's the thing, like even last year,
Kojima,
when E3 had a digital event, those conferences sucked.
They didn't have conferences. They just said that they were a thing. They weren't real.
No.
They were just like a figurehead.
Everything interesting from that time of the year was pretty much Jeff Keighley's, opening night live? Is that what they called it?
Gamescom opening night live, and then the Summer Games Fest.
Right.
And then Game Awards.
And everything is there. Everything's with Jeff.
Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff.
Good job, Jeff. You killed E3.
You keep keeling it.
Boo.
Eat my ass.
No.
Eat my shorts.
More likely, but no.
Have a cow, man.
Have a cow?
Have a cow. Don't have a cow, man. Have you never watched Simpsons either?
No, not really. I've seen a little bit of Simpsons. It doesn't do it for me.
Bruh. You need to get on the internet more.
That's my bit of news.
You know what? While we're talking on the thing at E3, we did get our first announcement for our first showcase happening this year.
We did?
THQ Nordic is going to be having a showcase on August 12th.
I didn't see that.
Going over some gritty new experiences and updates on games that they've already talked about.
Why specifically gritty?
That's what they said.
I feel like that's not the word I would use to describe a conference.
Well, no, the games that they're showing.
So specifically gritty games.
Yeah, that's what.
Don't expect any lighthearted fun.
Well, yeah, there's going to be that
gritty.
Too.
I'm not going after you.
No, but like I fucking said what was said.
I
said it.
And I'm saying that's weird word choice.
No, it means we're going to get some cool, gritty games, and we're also going to get updates on games we already know about. Games that probably aren't as gritty.
Yeah. Then why specify gritty?
I don't know. I don't have the information. I don't work at THQ Nordic.
I'm calling it out.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, it is. Ugh. You know what else is fine?
Tell me.
Capcom.
Tell me, Dylan, about Capcom.
It's been a long day. Capcom.
Capital Communications.
They're raising their employee salaries.
30%?
Yeah, on average 30%, and they're completely restructuring their HR department to be better.
Well,
which I don't remember any like contraries coming out of Capcom.
But if they're doing it, then that must be
I mean, I think more likely is they're looking around what's happening at the games industry and they're like, let's get ahead of this.
They've covered wars,
Wow. I just wrote, good job. Good job, Capcom.
Official Offshore Gamescast.
Good job.
Capcom.
I think it's important. We talk about a lot of game companies doing bad. I think it's important to say when they do something good.
But just in case, fuck you, Capcom, if this is a reason.
I mean, there's probably plenty of reasons to say fuck you to every single video game company on the existence of the planet.
Yeah.
So probably fuck you, Capcom, at some point when some sort of news comes out about the way you treated your employees. But
yeah,
good job on this one. Good job.
What else we got? How about some release dates? We do have a release date for Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. What? What?
I don't know if I've ever actually heard anyone call it Warhammer 40,000. I don't know if I've ever
Warhammer 40K.
I know. I know it's the same thing, but
I don't know.
Which one is Darktide? Is this like the sci-fi Vermintide?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be coming out September 13th.
All right. Did you play Vermintide or Vermintide 2?
Oh yeah, I finished Vermintide, and I think I might have started Vermintide 2, but I never got through it. I like Vermintide, but at the same time, it's like
I kind of feel the same exact way. I didn't play the first one. I played the second one, and like I played it with a group of people, and it's not that I didn't enjoy playing it. There were some fun times, but at the same time, it's also like I have no desire to ever play it again. You know?
It's one of those games where it's like, yeah, let's hop into it so I can play it and then just like be done with it. And like know that I'm done with it and then we can move on and do other stuff.
Yeah.
But like there's still fun. I feel like ever since Left 4 Dead fell off and like the classic Left 4 Deads are all we have, it's like that's like as good as it's going to get. And everyone keeps trying and it's like it's either not the same or it just doesn't work as well. And I also feel like Vermintide can be so slow. And you can get super overwhelmed compared to some of those other games.
So I played, especially the first one, a lot of Left 4 Dead when that came out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was like one of those things where like every day I'm at my PC for hours just playing with random people and just playing.
It's just fun.
Yeah. And any game that's come out, even like Back 4 Blood, played some of the beta, like, it's not bad. It's not the Anacrusis.
Oh, boy.
But at the same time, it's like, I played it that time, like, I kind of want to still go in and, like, just kind of run through it. But at the same time, it's like,
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like this, I mean, I like the setting, so I feel like that's what's probably going to draw me into this one. But who knows?
I liked the setting of the Anacrusis.
Yeah, well.
And then it sucked.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's... How
Anacrusis might be the worst game I've played in a long time.
Yeah, honestly.
We typically avoid bad well. All right, Anacrusis wasn't bad in a good way, you know?
It was bad in a bad way.
Yeah, it was bad in just like this game is bad way.
It's not even like Troll and I where I can play it and laugh at it. It's like I'm suffering.
Yeah, it's like we're playing it's suffering. Like this just sucks.
The toil that I'm going through.
Speaking of toil, Sony, let's call them out on a bad thing they did. They laid off 90 employees because they shut down their U.S. merchandising team. Basically, this is part of their focus towards more digital, less physical retail.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. This is where everything is going.
Boo.
But I don't know. Can't you find work for these people in Sony somewhere?
Yeah, it's not like their only skills are just that.
Yeah, like why you got fired?
Plus, you're fucking Sony.
There's got to be jobs.
There are.
So don't fire them. Give them a new position somewhere.
Official Offshore Gamescast statement.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be official on that one.
What about a sequel?
Is it official?
Officially, yeah. Because we're getting Return to Monkey Island.
Yeah.
Sequel coming from the original director. It'll be coming out this year.
Did you ever play those games?
No.
I didn't either, but people speak very highly of those games.
I'm really not a point and click kind of guy.
I can take it or leave it. I think if it has a good premise, a good story to get through it, then yeah.
Plus, the other one is 31 years old or whatever?
Well, they came out with the second one, and that's not that old, right?
I thought this was the second one.
This is the third one. There were 2 Monkey Island games.
Oh, I don't even fucking know.
Monkey Island games. Let's see what Google tells us. If Google wants to actually load, I was stuck in a... Oh, no. All right. Monkey Island games. I was buying tickets and it was stuck. They are not... It's not that old. Oh, well... Okay. There's been a lot of Monkey Island games.
Okay, but true, core.
I don't know, because the Secret of Monkey Island that came out in 1990. Then Monkey Island 2 was 91, and The Curse of Monkey Island 97. But then we got Escape from Monkey Island in 2000. And then Launch of the Screaming something Monkey Island in 2009. And then Tales of Monkey Island in 2009.
2009 was the year.
Apparently. That's just what came up on Google.
Okay.
So, a while. I can't tell what the frack... I don't know.
What the frack's going on?
What the frack is going on around here? What do they say? Is that, what do they say fracking? Is it,
Scrubs? Frickin' frack?
No. They use, frack instead of... Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, nope.
That's what it was.
Nope.
I was gonna ask if it's what's the sci-fi show that you in the books you read? Expanse, yeah.
Fuck that.
That's why that's where my head went, but then I realized no, wrong sci-fi.
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica.
Expanse is good.
Battlestar Galactica. Never mind. I couldn't say it, so I just gave up. I was gonna say Battlestar Galactica is good, but also I never finished the show, so who am I to have that authority?
Right. Or opinion.
Do you know Brandon Sanderson?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know From Software?
Who?
Oh no. This is it's not a book podcast.
Star-Lord,
We're not
man,
a Sanderson podcast.
I should read Mistborn.
There's a possibility of Brandon Sanderson working with From Software on another game.
Well, yeah, wasn't he cursing out George R. R. Martin?
So jokingly, but yeah.
Yeah.
So he got a gift package from the publisher,
fucking Sarah J. Maas partner with them, honestly.
And other people did get this gift package from Bandai Namco, but his specifically had a note basically saying hey, yeah, we're interested in working with you if you are. And he was like, I already got an idea. I have a pitch in mind. I'm ready.
God damn.
So he's pretty much out there if they want me for their next game, I'm in.
Cool.
So I would imagine kind of the George R. R. Martin treatment where George R. R. Martin builds the world kind of, and then From Software it's all right, we're going to work with that.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's cool. It's an interesting thing if that's From Software's thing moving forward.
Yeah.
Just interesting.
Just get fucking Tolkien on there.
Well, I got some news for you.
Uh-oh.
He's
R.I.P.
dead.
Let's see, what else? Do you have a Steam Deck pre-ordered?
Yes, but I did it way after you did.
Mm-hmm.
So I paid the $5
yeah,
whatever it was. I'm not expecting an email for a long time.
Well, if you did pre-order for Q2, start checking your emails because they started sending them out.
I don't know if I did. I'll check. I didn't get an email.
I don't think you're in Q2.
Well, all right. Are you in quarter? You must be because you were. This is the first wave, right?
No, this is the second. The first one started back because people already started getting theirs.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you must be in this wave.
I haven't gotten an email.
The fuck?
There's a lot of emails to send out.
Well, they should get to you already.
And we'll see.
Do you like Tomb Raider?
I love Tomb Raider.
What if I told you they're working on a new Tomb Raider?
I would love that.
They're working on a new Tomb Raider.
And it's going to be running on Unreal Engine 5.
And that's all we know.
No, it's not.
It's not? Because what I was reading that we don't have any sort of release window, anything. Nothing. No images, no videos.
But Jeff Ross, the director of Days Gone, is over at Crystal Dynamics as their design director now.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
I'm curious how this new reboot is going to go.
What was the dude's name? John?
Deacon St. John?
Yeah, wasn't there... What was the thing you always did?
Yeah. God damn it, O'Brien, answer me.
O'Brien, that's
O'Brien.
what it was, yeah.
I know you're listening, O'Brien.
Do you think we're going to get Laura? O'Brien!
Dude, she fucking talks enough already.
Well, at least let her talk to O'Brien.
If I just tie my shoes, I should be able to walk about 5 feet.
And then you make one wrong step and you get a gruesome cutscene of her falling into spikes and shit.
Yeah, and she's fucking like, she trips and then you have to do like a fucking quick time event of like pulling out a stick out of your abdomen.
And as you're doing it, she's going, O'Brien!
O'Brien! And then there's wolves closing in and there's people with like bows and arrows and she's like, I gotta get out of here. And then she has
O'Brien.
she has to climb like 2 towers and jump off in like a fucking, like a parachute.
Yeah. Yeah.
All while quick time event pulling out the thing.
She doesn't talk as much as Aloy does. Maybe she does. I notice it more with
They talk
Aloy.
so much.
They do. Characters need to stop talking so much.
Gordon Freeman.
He's great.
He's fantastic. That's one of the best games out there, and he doesn't say a thing.
He doesn't speak.
Wake up, Lara Croft. I'm up. Is there anything I could do for you? If I could just walk over to you and you tell me exactly what I need to do, I can start doing that. Okay.
That crab is on that person's head. Maybe I'll call it a head crab.
Huh. I hope it doesn't get on my head.
It's on my head.
I'd be pretty crabby.
Boobs. That shouldn't be funny. It shouldn't be funny at all.
Boobs.
We're still in middle school. Someone says boobs.
I've been held back so many times.
You got something else? I only got one more thing.
Oh, I got a bunch of shite.
Oh, boy. Go for it.
All right. So, here's another thing. Dune Spice Wars, although I don't really care about that kind of game, it's Dune and it's exciting.
Yeah.
That's releasing in early access on Steam April 26th.
I did not see that. That's like now.
Yeah.
It's in a few weeks.
That's coming up soon. What else we got?
I wonder if if it's only going to be like PvP or something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe just like, hey, does the game work good? Is it balanced? You guys think so?
No.
They tried to kill my son! Oh. What else we got? You know Ella Purnell? She's an actress.
No.
She's been casted as one of the leads in the Fallout show with Walton Goggins.
Okay. Would I know her from anything?
Not necessarily. She's been in some stuff.
Okay.
But she's still like a pretty new up and coming. But she's been cast. We got some Ubisoft shit.
Uh-oh. Oh, I know one of the things.
All right. Firstly, fucking come on, Ubisoft. So they're stopping support for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, a game they probably shouldn't have made.
Sure. I don't even know which one that is.
That's the sequel to Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's the one that had John Bernthal.
Oh, okay. I know which one that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're finally stopping support to that, which has already been too long, and they've messed up so many times, and they're still messing up. What else are they messing up on? Fucking, we're getting Rainbow Six Mobile.
Yay!
So now you can be toxic on the go.
Bottoms.
And you know what? They're not fucking done. Because apparently, reportedly, they're making a hero shooter battle royale.
All right. I feel like I'm not exaggerating.
You're not.
It is every month or two, we're talking about a new Ubisoft, some sort of hero shooter, some sort of battle royale, some sort of multiplayer shooter with all their IPs. This keeps happening.
You know what Ubisoft
they announce
has
these
right
games
now?
and then they're like, okay, we're going to shut it down. But then they announce like 10 more.
We got Skull and Bones, which is in hell.
No, that's coming soon.
It's in hell.
Okay.
We have not Tom Clancy's X Defiant. which is going through its fucking changes.
Oh, right. Yeah, not Tom Clancy.
There's another like Ghost Recon multiplayer game that they talked about that they want to put out. Where's the Division Heartlands? Now we got fucking all these other shit. Now they want to come out with a Hyperscape's dead, and they want to do the same thing again.
Yes.
And they're turning Assassin's Creed Live Service, and they're fucking up Far Cry. And Ubisoft, what the fuck are you doing?
Stranger Things is in Far Cry now.
I don't care. Mike's gonna die.
We're just gonna slowly become a "Is Mike Gonna Die" podcast.
And he fucking better.
I don't think so.
He better.
I don't think he will.
This week's question: is Mike gonna die in season 4?
Well, we'll ask that. I'll ask that at some point. If Mike is gonna die in season 4.
Good. That's what I want.
I'll clip it and post it and be like, so is he?
What's the last news thing you got?
Max Payne.
Had a feeling.
We got an announcement today or yesterday because time. The first 2 games are getting remakes. They're going to be remade with Remedy and Rockstar again, publishing, or in this case, like financially backing it, essentially.
And hopefully they're going to be like full remakes, kind of like Alan Wake and whatnot.
So they were talking about using the engine that they use to do Control, whatever their in-house engine is.
Nice.
So
I
would
only
imagine
what Bullet Time's going to be like.
I would imagine it's a full remake.
That'd be sick.
Like, I don't see them like remastering it in that engine. Yeah, so
that'll be awesome.
Yeah, no timetable on when that's happening, but it's gonna be both Max Payne games.
Should have done 3 as well.
I didn't know there were. I only played the first one for a little bit.
Yeah, I've only played Max Payne 3 for a little bit. Still haven't beaten it.
Did it put you in pain?
No.
Maximum?
No.
Is that why it's Max Payne? Maximum Pain?
Probably.
Maxwell
Payne. Maximilian Payne.
Maxwell Payne.
Maximilian Goof.
MJF. That's what I was trying to do something with that.
No. What about Hassan? Hassan's a little scared right now.
Yeah, I started to read through it. I was also very tired at the moment.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not dealing with your shit right now.
An article came out talking about how scared Hassan is to release more on Abandoned, and honestly, for good reason. Because how do you butcher an announcement so bad?
There's going to be a prologue game that's completely separate from the actual game, and that's coming first.
Stupid. Can't wait to get a fucking like. It's going to be like fucking a scene it, and we're gonna like at the end of it, we're gonna get like one picture. It's like a single frame of a trailer for the actual game.
And is Kojima going to be there?
I don't fucking know. Like,
no,
he's
I can't.
Not. I can't wait for it to be like 30 years from now and look back on this. And then like, what is he going to be up to now?
I don't know if people will look back on this because, like, I was very into it in the beginning because it was just fascinating what was happening.
It'll probably have a resurge.
Since then, I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, it pops in my head from time to time just because I think of just, again, how badly they butchered it.
Yeah, that's like, it was that little, like, few week period was very early on for us doing the podcast.
Yeah.
I was, like, fascinated by it. I was like, what's the next chapter in this going to be? Is it a work? Are they doing all this on purpose? If it turns out it was the most boring answer, because of course it was, but
yeah, it's like there's one thing where you can like make mistakes, but this was like just literally moronic.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Remember when people thought he wasn't real? And then he had to make a
and
video.
And then he started crying.
Yeah, they started crying.
That's like, obviously, I feel bad about that, but it's like,
yeah, that's a little like
you just. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions,
they bit off way more than they can chew, and like had to. I don't think they were expecting it to blow up the way it did, but then it blew up, and then everyone thought it was Kojima, and then it wasn't, and it probably never will be.
No, I bet Kojima's just laughing, and he's like,
he probably saw this
stupid
happening.
American first-person shooters. They don't understand art.
Got him.
Burn.
You got any more news?
No, just notable game releases.
I had one, and then I had two because we talked.
Yeah.
I'll go first if you're cool with that.
They're both releasing on April 7th.
April what?
7th.
Okay. Chinatown Detective Agency, April 7th, 2022. On PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. That's the I talked about the game from the ID at Xbox event.
Yeah.
Looks cool. I wonder if it's on Game Pass then. Guess I'll find out because I want to play it this week. Even though I keep saying, like, I said I was going to play Ghostwire Tokyo like 2 weeks ago, and that hasn't happened yet. I was like, I'm going to play it this week.
Stop making promises, empty promises.
I'm not promising. I'm just lying, I guess.
I promise I'm lying.
But I want to play this game. I hope it's on Game Pass. It looks cool. Like a little narrative adventure.
It's fun. Sounds like up your alley.
I like narrative. I like
There's
adventures.
a bug in here.
That's not good. We need to start putting some walls up to keep the bugs out. That sounds like it could be misinterpreted in a metaphorical way that I didn't appreciate, Dave. Apologize.
Anyway, also releasing April 7th is Green Hell VR. It's that fun survival game that is now getting a full VR port coming to Quest.
I don't know this game.
It's definitely been, it's like popped up in the past few years. It seems cool and exciting. You're just kind of like in the middle of a forest and like a jungle, and like you just gotta survive, and there's animals and whatnot. But now they have a full VR version. You could like climb and do other cool shit. Seems interesting.
Can you climb the trees and then hide in the trees from the animals?
Maybe there's like ropes you could climb.
Can I throw a rope over a tree branch
I don't know.
and then climb it?
This isn't Last of Us 2.
It might be better.
No.
It might be.
I was
Don't
talking about
sell
Last
it
of Us 2
short.
the other day.
Were you?
Yeah,
Why?
because I think it's better than 1.
I agree. We normally don't share those types of unpopular opinions, but we share the Last of Us unpopular opinions.
Oh yeah,
First one was good.
it was.
It wasn't revolutionary in my opinion.
Second one was fucking great.
Second one was better.
Loved it.
People don't like that.
Don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. Fucking come at us.
Made the story better
Yeah.
narratively.
Yeah. And it was good.
Neil.
Joel. I needed a name to chant, and I thought of
You
Joel.
could have said his last name.
Is Druckmann?
Yeah, it doesn't sound as good when you repeat
No,
it.
it doesn't.
Druckmann.
No, that's still maybe like Druck.
No.
Druck.
I can't wait to meet Neil Druckmann one day and just show him this part. What's up, Druckster?
Hey, Druck.
Hey, if it isn't the Druckster position.
We gotta do like a team up thing where I'll be like, "Hey, Druck," and you're like, "Hey, man." Druck man.
Oh, God. We're never going to meet Neil.
Hey, Neil, you gonna be at PAX? Did we ever talk about that?
I don't know. Hey, we're going to PAX, by the way.
Yeah, we're going to PAX. We're gonna be there.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something with it.
No one who listens to this is going to meet us. They're not going to be there.
No, we'll be there.
We're not even cool enough to meet anyway.
And, well, I think we're definitely not cool enough.
Well, yeah. Thanks for agreeing with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to admit it.
God, if anyone comes up to me, I'm not signing anything.
We're gonna. You mean from like what, the 2 pictures of us out there or something?
What? Just
Oh,
anything.
we got a couple TikToks with us in it.
Sign my phone screen. Can you sign my TikTok?
What? No, why would it have to be the TikTok to sign? You could sign anything. I was stating ways that people would recognize us.
They close their eyes and they start walking around.
And
and they're
they
listening.
listen for our voices.
We just constantly, every 5 minutes, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, we'll do some sort of video shit, I'm sure. We're going to play some games. We're going to talk about them.
We're going to sleep in a hotel in the same bed.
No, I booked a hotel room with 2 separate beds.
Can I have the one closer to the window?
Sure, I don't care.
It depends on how close that one's to the TV, though.
Isn't the TV usually right smack in the middle?
Obviously, you haven't been to enough hotels. Or you've been to the same hotel too many times.
So that part is definitely true.
Yes, it
But
is.
I've been to a variation of hotels.
I've been to a lot of hotels.
And typically when I'm in a 2-bed hotel,
there's 2 beds.
there's 2 beds, and the TV's usually on some sort of dresser, and it's like the TV is on it right in the middle between the both beds. That's the typical setup I've seen. I would imagine that's what our hotel room is going to be like.
I've been to hotels in Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland.
I have been to hotels. Well, I live in New York.
Massachusetts.
So I've been in New York. I live in New York. I don't think I've been in a hotel in New York, but I've been in a hotel in Connecticut, Pennsylvania,
my hotel
Maryland.
is upstate. My hotel was also on the island.
My hotel, I've been in one in Florida.
I haven't been to Florida.
I've been in one in Virginia.
I didn't get to go to a hotel in Virginia.
Well, TV in the middle every time.
Not every time.
Well, when the situation called for 2 beds. I mean, like
Can we put like a thing in advance? Make sure that fucking TV's in the goddamn middle of the 2 beds.
We
and please
could.
put mints
I don't
on the
think
pillows.
they'd I mean, we could, but I don't think they'd like that. They'll spit on our pillows and put the TV underground.
Underground.
Yeah.
We better not be on the first floor then.
I don't know.
Oh, we better be on the top floor.
I don't know. I don't care. We're going to spend most of our time at PAX.
Yeah.
We're going to spend the one night in the hotel room sleeping.
Oh, we got to watch something. What are we going to watch?
I will. Let's see. We're going Thursday and Friday. I'll pull up my phone and watch wrestling.
Damn it.
I can put it on the TV if you want.
No! I'll go on the TV and do anything else. Or I'll be staring at the window. Or I'll just explore the hotel.
I'll be sitting there watching wrestling. You'll just be at the window just staring.
Well, yeah.
For 2 hours?
Why not?
Wow.
Does this hotel have a bar?
I don't know.
We have a mini bar?
I don't know. I don't drink. I don't look for that stuff. It doesn't come into my thought process when I'm booking something.
All right. Oh, I should bring a book.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll definitely bring
Congratulations.
a book. Yeah, I'll have a book with me.
I'll probably have my Switch. Well, yeah, I probably will.
Just bring a book. I'm bringing a book.
Okay.
I like books.
I'm not gonna bring a book. I'm trying to think if there's technically anything I'd be carrying that could be like, that's a book, technically.
I'll bring my journal, too.
I'll bring my phone, I'll bring my Switch, and I'll bring my body, and no clothes.
No mind.
No spirit. No soul.
Dementor.
Eat your soul. We're going to end it there. Goodbye.
Good night, John.
John? Who's John?
John, who's listening?
Which John?
You pick a name.
Douglas.
Not a last name.
Oh, I thought you wanted like a John Douglas.
No, you got to pick another listener.
Christy.
Okay. Something out there. Something less likely to be a thing.
Definitely way less likely.
All right. Good night, John.
Good night, Christy. I feel like we just tucked him in.